The most important, the next question is, of course, you spoke about Meena on this, but having a spouse in confidence is very important, right? I mean, I had a spouse in confidence. This goes for any husband or wife who's looking to
Absolutely.
freelance. I am sure, I think 10, 11 years back, you spoke about, doing corporate videos and all those things. What was Meena's mindset in terms of, okay, she would have insecurities that am I going to be working forever? Is this man going to be earning money or not? How did you deal with your spouse's insecurities, because that's
See, I think Manavi அமைவதெல்லாம் இறைவன் கொடுக்கும் வரம் மாதிரி. In Tamil, they say that getting a good spouse is God's handiwork. I think for me and for you also, like it really helped that if ours was a love marriage. So obviously, it's not a surprise, right? I don't think I would have ever got any pair in arranged marriage world. Imagine my Bharat matrimony profile. Film school pass out, wants to be filmmaker, reject. I think automatically the website will reject me. So that's why in Kalyana Samal Sadham I had put that I came as a cameo where I tell that I'm a filmmaker and then I get rejected. So I think for me it was just a charity from that she married me. I have no two doubts about it. I don't think anybody in their sensible mind would marry a filmmaker unless they're deeply in love. So that's why I don't doubt her love at all. Because unless she was madly in love with me, she wouldn't have. This is such a raw deal, right? You get married to a guy who says, I am the next Spielberg, I'll win the Oscar. Some crap he's talking. And where will you get your money? And he's saying, I'll do this, I'll do that. Okay, fine, after a point. But I think apart from that specific case of ours, what matters is that you should have a lot of conversations. These insecurities are not bad words. These insecurities, in fact, bond you as a couple.
Right, very true.
See, insecurities which are not addressed become toxic. But insecurities which are talked about become conversations and become bonding pathways, right? So when we were dating itself, we started talking about it because I was wanting to become a filmmaker long time ago. I started telling her that this is what is my. She also knew it. And it was a very valid, and trust me, I used to make this joke, but it's true. She had an Assam apply, typical Tamil film. She had an Assam apply who she could have gone to, check out or whatever. And they kept pestering her family that because they didn't know that we were in love and all that. So typical, they don't say that you're in love here. So to the credit of my in-laws, they said, no, my daughter has some other plans. And so I keep telling her that you had a choice of a NASA Maple and then you had a choice of a NASA Maple and you chose the So credit to her parents also. Like my parents, okay, I am their product. Obviously, they love me, they've seen me. But for father-in-law, mother-in-law to give a daughter to a guy who has probably zilch earning profile is very difficult. I think they chose love. In their mind, and I'm sure in Meena's mind also, she was very clear, even if I have to stay in a hut, I want to stay with this guy. For some weird reason, I don't know why. Yeah. I think that's what is destined for her, poor thing. She said, now I want to be with you. That's it. I don't care what happens. I'm very clear. So we had these conversations. Yeah. So I think having conversations makes you a team. Hiding things makes it very toxic. See, because if I had led her on, if I had given her this thing, then she's marrying me for those reasons. And trust me, even today, a filmmaker's life is a risk. I can completely get washed out and come to the middle of the road. It is a reality to any businessman. Correct. Not only to a filmmaker, any businessman, any employee also, you can get sacked. So relationships, you have to talk it out. And of course, there are certain people for whom it may not be a deal at all. For some, it may be a big deal, and it is a choice of the girl or the spouse to have decided that. Now, this is when you're lucky enough to have those passions coming before marriage. Now, after marriage, it becomes difficult. But I think you should have those open conversations even more.
Yeah, I ask these questions because every now and then Everybody thinks freelancing is more of an individualistic decision, but it's not. It's there is an ecosystem which is either dependent on you directly, indirectly, and you need to make a calculated decision because there are
This is
so
a
many
calculate.
which runs in your mind. Now,
No, even I'll tell you this example. Like the first thing we did was to cut down our costs. So we did like a proper business plan. Okay, this is the salary that Meena gets. That's a fixed element. And then if I do maybe 3-4 corporate videos a year, you know, which I was capable of doing, then this is the amount of money I'll get. So this is the budget that's going to be with us for the next 5 to 6 years, right? If things go well. So now cut your cloth according to that. I mean, like, so we stayed in a house in a rented property, which for example, we got a lovely house, but it was on the 3rd floor without any lift. So the rent was less. My mom and I gave the bike to his daughter so she could go to work. And most often she would leave it back for me and go by share auto. So all these things are very, very important. So what happens is that bonding happens because when you're in a freelancing career, there were so many days when I used to wake up with cold sweat in the middle of the night at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. The cold sweat thinking, what the hell am I doing? I have not, forget me, I have this girl lying down next to me. This poor thing is believing me that I will become a filmmaker and nothing is happening. It's been 4 years, nothing has happened. I used to feel terrible. So it happens all the time. Even now I wake up with cold sweats thinking that I have now 2 kids. And here I am saying until I find a good script, I won't direct.
yeah,
Like, who the hell are you? Do whatever, get the money into the house, man. So it's a very difficult. The only thing is, I feel that we people just talk. We like talking inane, stupid stuff openly. These important things we don't talk. We
that's
hide these things. This is what you have to talk with your spouse, with your family, and talk it casually. You don't have to keep. We're going to have a serious conversation. Talk it openly. These are things. Suddenly, for all you know, the next day I'll talk about this to my wife, and she'll say, "What the hell? Yeah, it's okay. So what? Who knows? After pandemic, next year we may all die. What are you thinking?" So suddenly my day becomes brighter, you know. And now she's quit her job and she's she's trying to become a freelance writer. She's writing a novel screenplay, and I'm very happy to have now play the opposite end to her, where I keep encouraging her, saying that don't think about anything. Next 10 years, do whatever you want. Let not even one book of yours get published, but it's okay, you know, because
this
that
came
confidence.
this came for Meena after 10 years, 11 years of, yeah, right? I mean,
Because it took her stupid husband 11 years to become a Bollywood filmmaker.
correct.
So in that sense, she sacrificed 11 years of her passion. She's a creative person herself, you know it.
Yeah.
But honestly, she was working in the corporate only for me. I mean, though she doesn't say it that way. But the reason was that, and these are the conversations that we never have, Giri. It's like taboo. Like, we only use money for gossip. Oh, I want to give the car. And we don't use it for constructive things, right? And stuff like this is very important because every entrepreneur, and so what if you're a failure? At least you've lived life. At least you've done something together as a at the very least of it, as a husband and wife, you would have bonded. Because trust me, those 4 years when we were 4 or 5 years before Kalyana Samadam happened, we got married and took about 3-4 years for the movie to happen, were the best years of our lives. Like, we were, like I said, going to Taj after eating curd rice, from going this thing, from buying buying Alto car after so many years, and that Alto was like till today for me, that Alto is no BMW can give me the joy of that Alto. You know?
Correct. I remember your Nano also. You remember that?
The Nano, that was my father's Nano, which he lent it to me, and the Nano was so important for us. Like, first time, because somewhere my father saw me going in a bike or something, and then it was raining, and I just mentioned to him that, I was going for a meeting and started raining and I got wet. He was so upset. He said, "Why are you doing this? Take this." I said, "No, I want to stand on my own legs," and the typical, you stand in your own legs, but don't get wet.
Right.
You're going to a meeting, right? So So I think somewhere if each person thinks of the other, then it becomes very beautiful.
That,
So
that, that
that
brings,
family support, and so before this starts becoming like a Vikraman movie, the family support, the first topic which I took, today, which coming out of the closet, like how sexuality and how the LGBT community finds it so tough to come out of the closet. Even entrepreneurship and this freelancing is being treated with as a taboo, when if you see both of the, it's like sexual orientation, right? Like it's something that you are, it defines you, and why should you in both cases you are trolled, you are misunderstood, or you're like criticized, and you're ridiculed for what? So that's why I named this as coming out of the closet, not only in a very flippant way but in a very deep manner.
correct.
So
Right.
last few FAQ types.
You